Run through of my artist practice, so let's get started. My name is Sebastien Hubiera, also known as Dust Bunny. I was born in El Paso in 1999 and was raised in Austin, Texas, now living in DFW, studying new media art at the University of North Texas. My work spans across video, performance, and sculpture, where my general theme is that I'm exploring identity as a first-generation queer Filipino American. The name Dust Bunny, for background, started as a drag name when I competed in a drag ball that UT was hosting in March of 2019. And it was this sort of radical push that helped me explore gender. And I kind of explored identity in that realm in a very push and pull manner into where I'm sort of exploring a more broad sentiment with the art that I'm doing now. And I like to play with this in between of Dust and Bunny, to where Bunny is the more like familiar, bestial in a sense, soft, almost sexualized caricature, a culture. I think of the Playboy Bunny a lot. And Dust is the more intangible, in between, ontological sort of space, and I like to blend those two to create just more possibilities of play of how I experience the world. And these images are just Dust Bunny throughout the years. And again, the main theme is that it deals with my intersectionality as a first-generation queer Filipino American. And I kind of sort of created these subcategories of approaches to supplement how I explore these things. And what they are synthetic beauty, personal mythology building, modularity within a piece, self-eroticism and self-fetishism, and then digital dimensionality. And an example of how these are explored is with this work. It's a GIF clip excerpt from a video work called I Am F, and it is reacting to this interesting tidbit on the internet to where grade school students in the Philippines had to recite this poem, and they were all over YouTube. It was a poem called I Am Filipino by Carlos P. Romulo, and they had to perform it on camera. And I was kind of interested in that sort of documentation of the nation's pride. And I guess, there was notions of perseverance within it, and I kind of interpret it within my own lens of how I experience the world. And this excerpt I present is this kind of, I guess, parody off of it. Another work that deals with more of like the sense of transformation and intangible self-eroticism attitude is this typology series, Molted Bunny Seductively Secreting the Repeating Self. And I like to play with proximity towards the camera. What you see in this texture are a bunch of smeared Vaseline, lipstick, spit, and I push and pulled between my own makeup, kissing the lens, putting on a wig, and kind of slathering it all over the place. I actually updated it for my AI class this semester. And so in regards to modularity, I think, positioning the images in different ways, as well as adding new ones, I think is interesting to explore. And then lastly, a sculptural work that deals with self-fetishization, eroticism, is this bunny cage that I made to where it fits to my proportions, in where it's sort of enacted, to where I can be drilled in and be stuck within it. And it kind of opens itself to be both like a standalone, but also a vessel for performance. And so I am interested in really going for these spaces to express. And for my plans for the future, I want to create more work concerning this. I plan to move back to Austin after I graduate, and really create and listen to the culture. I think that's very important for me to do. Um, I'm just so familiar with Austin, and I still want to cultivate what I know and what I'm learning currently, and just eventually go to grad school within 4 years after living in Austin. So, yeah. Thank you for watching my video.